Welcome to week 4, 522. So, what is innovative? What is emerging technologies? There is a lot in your reading that is going to push your thinking about tools, right? Hardware, software, websites, apps. And there's a lot more to it than that. So, I'm in first grade right now. Starts off, right? We have super low tech art, super cool art. We had a crazy art show. If we move over a little bit more, hey, how are you?
Hi.
Good, good. Right, we have a giant TV. So projectors, not cool. TVs, 1080p, 4K, awesome. Apple TV, the latest one, so students, teachers, anyone can AirPlay from anywhere in the classroom. So we do have iPads. Our school is 1-to-1. So we have locking charging cabinets of iPads. These look like they are iPad Airs. Right, there's even like the super analog chart. Here's your name, here's your number, here's how to plug it in. They're actually brand new, but old school looking headphones that also have, right, a microphone so students can plug in, they can talk, they can narrate, they can open up something like Book Reader or Explain Everything, hit record, and practice fluency. And then teachers or parents or anyone can actually listen to them and watch them read. Super powerful. One of the reasons I'm here in first grade is because here's what the classroom looks like. All right? The school year is not over. It looks like this every day. So how do we get this? I think one of the things about 21st century learning, about emerging trends, whatever you want to call it, is flexible space. So here are the desks. They are mostly whiteboards. Sorry, you're getting a little bit dizzy. So sometimes students actually kneel here on the ground and write. Sometimes the tables are just upright and you write, right? Super flexible. So any configuration. They're not sitting cemetery style in rows just being talked at. We have stools, right? So if you put it this way, they wiggle. They're called wiggle stools. The company is Hockey, H-O-K-K-I. If you flip it upside down, they don't wiggle. But there's a variety of furniture because student choice is an essential part of 21st century learning, right? Not the tools, right? It's about student choice, and that is free, as it turns out. We also have some chairs. These are wiggle chairs, so you can sit in it, you get a little bit of motions. Our school's actually done a number of research studies, and students actually complete more work in math and in writing, not qualitative, right? We're not saying that students do better work, but students generate more work, more free write, more math problems when they have wiggle furniture. So it's not just a cool trend, it is, and it really makes a difference, right? So you look around and you see just opportunities. Students have different choices. They can sit here, they can sit here. There's even, where is it? Way over there by the door, just non-flexible. They can also sit on the ground. A lot of this does look familiar, right? This should look like a first grade classroom, kidney table, right? Until I get in for the end of the year. But student choice, again and again, right? And that's why I started right down here. This is actually, students still need a place. They need to put their stuff in a place. So they put it here. You can pull it out or not. These, by the way, are made by Smith Systems. And as we go downstairs, which is actually kind of on a hill, so it's not really a downstairs, I'm going to show you a science building. And again, I want you to look for flexible space for student choice. Things that, again, are free, like the furniture, whatever, like having more flexible, having whiteboards everywhere on furniture all around is a big deal. So our school started this at Hillbrook Schools, where I'm at, about 6 years ago when the iPad was invented. Our school piloted it that very first fall with 7th grade, and we took our computer lab, took out those old like 40-pound CRT monitors, you remember those? Got rid of those and just made it a flexible space. Convinced Bretford Furniture to donate some furniture, and it was free. I'm chasing you around, I'm sorry. Right, so I want to show you, this is science. So again, everything is flexible, right? Everything, not everything, but almost everything has wheels on it. Some wiggle stools, some not. If you look around, we have whiteboards everywhere. This is my favorite when it's closed. Whiteboards. Are you ready? You're not ready. This is gonna blow your mind. I just slid it open. What's back there? A TV. That's the best, right? Again, Apple TV hidden back over there. In almost every room, we have, where is it? It's hidden by my head. Wireless access points right over there. So that from anywhere, any student, any teacher, any adult in the room, like right now, I could just swipe up and actually AirPlay to that television. A big part of 21st century learning is for teachers to be collaborative. Huge. Cannot say how important this is. So I'm going to show you what the science office looks like. So we have science teachers that only teach science. Quite fortunate here. Here is what 5 desks looks like. So not surprisingly, our science teachers are insanely collaborative. It's a huge thing. So collaboration looks like a lot of things. Let me turn the light on here. Oh, God. iPhone 7 Plus is amazing. You can still see me and it's so dark in here. Wow, that was cool. So what does collaboration look like? Right, within your school, it's you connecting with other teachers in your grade level, in your subject matter, also, and maybe more importantly, not in your grade level, not in your subject area. One of my favorite projects that I ever did when I was teaching 2nd grade is a 5th grade class, about an hour away actually in Irvine, ended up doing in-process writing and helped out our 2nd graders as they were writing. So sometimes it was actually in the moment, so we coordinated, Thursday at 9 a.m. So then an entire 5th grade class, 50 miles away, and my second graders are typing in a Google Doc. I'm sharing them with Scott Bedley, and his 5th graders are in there and actually editing and giving feedback in real time, right? That's what collaboration looks like. And it's not that high tech. You just need any device that can connect to the internet and Google Docs. And Google Apps for Education, it's called G Suite for Education, is 100% free. So any school is able to do this insane collaboration. And it's simple. You just click, you go to the top right corner, that blue button that you do for all your assignments, right? You do that, and any student can collaborate with any other student around the world. It's just a matter of us as educators being able to make those connections, which is huge. So this is middle school science. So again, you'll see, right, flexible everywhere. Variety of furniture. Sometimes it's these higher chairs. Sometimes it's I just need some time to myself, so I have a cool little corner to chill in. Sometimes it's these kind of squishy-ish cylinders that you can sit on. Sometimes it's these cylinders on top of these chairs. It's all over the place. But no matter where you are, it's flexible, right? And because this room has, this whole wall is a whiteboard wall, all of these slide and all of these are whiteboards. This whole wall is whiteboards. Because of that, we actually don't have a TV in here. We do have a projector, but on top of the projector, can you guess what I put in? Right, Apple TV. Because anyone in this room should be able to share anywhere. And showing your work is so, so important, right? That's not a big theme that you're going to see in some of the readings and some of the videos, but it is so important. One of my favorite books in education, it's not an education book, it's called Show Your Work. Add it to your list. I think we talked about it in the synchronous session. Austin Kleon is the author. It's a yellow book that's a square. I guess it's actually a rectangular prism. Black font, lots and lots of pictures. So, find some time later this summer, read it, it will blow your mind. The idea is to show the process, not the product. It's not about what you get on the test in 21st century education, whatever that means. It's about the process. It's about what you learned getting there, right? Let's make a 3D something or other using something fancy, right? Whatever. That part, don't get caught up in that part. What app did you use for that? It doesn't matter. What matters is students are documenting their work, they're showing their work, they're publishing every step along the way. So sometimes it's totally analog. These are 6th graders. These are, I forget the exact name, it was like a superhero measurement superhero project. So some of them, this is Leader Dragon. This is precisely one liter. So they had to personify a unit of measurement. Where's another great one? Here, I'll just show you a couple of them. All right, we'll just do a super quick tour. Oh, that's just a stapler. Right, those are some rockets, and you see multiple versions of the same rocket over and over. That's a different project. Centimeter elephant and chinchilla. They were all 1 centimeter in length. Right? How cool is that? Milliliter. What was the song? Some a sixth grade team wrote a song using GarageBand, right? So they're like, well, we don't want to make one of these, or maybe we'll make one, but it's not too great. But it was Milliliter Man, I think. They're like, Milliliter Man, like it was this, that was kind of an angry face, that was weird. It was awesome. So they got together and wrote a song in GarageBand on their iPads. So cool, so easy to do. And as a teacher, how do you actually support this type of learning, right? It's both super easy and super hard. It's being flexible, trusting your students, and just going for it, right? Like Milliliter Man is not going to happen because chapter 6 of grade 6 of Harcourt Science says, extension activity, write a song, right? It's a student who says, you know what, like, my phone in my pocket that I'm not allowed to use in school, which is weird, has GarageBand, and I can actually write a song. I can have drums, guitars, keyboards, and multiple vocal tracks. I can do all of that with a device like right now. I'm recording in 4K on my phone. The front-facing camera is still like HD. This is insane. Like, this should completely change what classrooms look like. Not only inside, do you notice where I am? I'm outside, it's windy, so you're probably getting a little bit of wind. But you know what, that's okay. Because right out here on the stoop, guess where the science class is? Out here, right? We have tables out ready to go. 4th graders created a bubble machine today, looking at surface tension. So out all over here, these are all, actually there's out there all the time, but some of them were wheeled out like over in this area, and they were presenting. And so it's just a 4th grade teacher saying, 4th graders are presenting their bubble making machines, right? They learned about surface tension. Ask them about it. Give them feedback, write in their journal. It's amazing. And as students go in science from there to here, you know, one other project, by the way, project-based learning is a big deal, but it's not everything with 21st century learning, right? They are separate things, and yet you get all this interplay. As they walk from over there, they're like, hey, we need to do a cardboard car, right? Oh, I wish I had a wheel that was a perfect circle. So let me come into the art room, right? 21st century art room. This should blow your mind. We have paint brushes and, right down here, all kinds of watercolors, but hidden behind that, we have our laser cutter. So, 6th grade science students, run over here, come over. This is one of the few PCs our school actually has. We have lots of Apples because you can do amazing things on them. Draw a circle. So easy to do on a computer, right? Have you tried to draw a circle in the last 10 years? Right? Pause me real quick. Try and draw a circle, right? Let me do it right now. Let's do it together. Ready? Here we go. We're going to draw a circle. Can I show you my circle? Right? That if I were to cut that out, that would be horrible if I had to make a cardboard car that actually rolls. That's not a real circle. But these computers do a great job of doing perfect circles, right? So they come over here and then run back over and they have a perfect circle and they continue working on their prototype of a cardboard car. We have some 3D printers and, you know, we've been there, done that with them. But that laser cutter, dude, that is where it's at. And guess where I'm headed next? Right outside. Because guess what you can do? You can work anywhere because sometimes the tools are low tech, sometimes they're no tech, sometimes they're high tech, but iPads, phones, laptops, they're all portable, right? The computer lab, as we know it, like, needs to go away. See this little tarp right here? Right? What? 15 out of 16 school days, you can be out here working, and you can see that there's art happening everywhere. All right, so this has been a bit of a soapbox, but I think it's necessary, right? We're not meeting synchronously week 4. The videos, the readings you have feel just, you know, like, oh, 21st century and flipped learning, and yes, and it's so much more than that. So I would encourage you, I would challenge you that as you read, as you watch, as you're doing these reports, look at what's possible and think, you know, how might I incorporate some of these now into my class, right? If you're watching this like in time and it's the end of May, it is the perfect time to try crazy things, because no one expects really much teaching, which is so strange, and they don't expect much learning like the last month of school, certainly not the last couple weeks. So try some of these things. They may feel scary, they may feel super strange, but give them a go. Like right now, I'm recording this like at 5 p.m. Look around, here's where our 5th graders are doing. They're doing something called Living History Night. So here are 20 ukuleles. And by the way, that house, 8th grade girls made that because they said, you know what? We have a bunch of these really cool houses that were built in the 40s. We need some houses. And guess what the teacher said? Yes, we do. So they spent a semester elective designing this actual house, right? Japanese inspired roof. Didn't build it, it's been 2 years and it's still not quite done, but it's amazing, right? So just that bias towards flexibility, towards finding out who your students are, what their passions are, what their interests are within your curriculum, and then just run with it, and then do fun things, and be like, we're also gonna have a bonfire, and talk about Revolutionary War, and play some ukuleles, because they clearly had ukuleles in the Revolutionary War in the original 13 colonies? I don't know. You can tell I don't know that much about history. Right, so think about that. I challenge you to try something new this week in your class, not tied to our class, just try and do something new, something exciting, something that you might not otherwise do. Very briefly, week 4 assignment. You're gonna be observing someone, and I wonder, actually I see Matt Callahan. Let me ask him if I can observe him, and maybe I'll just record him. If you don't have someone to observe that will blow your mind, Matt will be the person that will blow your mind. He teaches 5th and 6th grade English. He's also teaching 3rd grade. He's also taught 1st grade. And he just masterfully takes students' passions and brings them into a discussion. Definitely has a teacher-centered classroom. Not teacher-centered, student-centered, right? Totally relies on that. So Matt's gonna say yes, aren't you, Matt? And I'm gonna stop recording my video. Yeah. Can I record you for my students? Yeah, this is Matt. Yeah. You're gonna watch him a little bit. He will blow your mind. I was just raving about you to my students. Oh, cool. So Matt's here for the Living History Night. I'm gonna go up and say hi to them. But if you need someone to observe, you need to observe someone. ISTE has like a 4-page spreadsheet you're gonna fill out as you observe them. So just grab an iPad, grab a laptop, take notes in that spreadsheet. And that's what that's going to be. So I'll make it super easy. If you don't have an innovative educator to follow, I will record Matt for you, and you will be able to observe him. So happy week 4, everybody.